The Mike Devine Chime Time.
Yes, that's the Mike Devine. Originally arranged by Mark Panopoulos, of course.
Well, that was
the chime time.
That's kind of, we still use it from time to time.
So,
Welcome back, everybody, to our Loosey Goosey show. We're a little bit late recording this week because we had an absolute blast at the car show last night. You can check the videos on Facebook online. Just a great time at the car show put on by the Optimist Club and Grammys in Georgetown, so we had a lot of fun. A couple cool videos out there. So we're recording today, Saturday, beautiful Saturday afternoon. Big Daddy, Amanda, myself, and Leah. And we got a beautiful weekend ahead of us.
Nice weather.
Gorgeous weather coming up for the next week from what I see.
You know, car shows and powwows and rock concerts and sports events, they're my four favorite things to do. I love powwows.
I would have not thrown a powwow at you on that one.
Powwows are absolutely amazing.
Oh, God,
are you kidding?
Oh, they are.
I've been to a few of them.
Incredible.
Yeah, a few
incredible
drum
music.
circles are really cool, too.
I
Music
was
and
just
culture.
watching one earlier.
Yeah. So, and being at a car show and playing rock and roll is kind of like my heaven. And I sat there, we were broadcasting on FM 108.ca around the world at the car show, of course, in Georgetown, right here, through our local HHOL. And we were sitting there and we were mixing the music and we were on the air and we were having so much fun. And the gals...
Everybody was dancing.
We're dancing, and I think
I was going to ask you, were you sore this morning?
Yeah.
You didn't stop. You didn't stop.
Neither of them did. Our two gals were just rocking it yesterday.
Absolutely.
And they were dancing, and because they were dancing, other people were dancing.
Yeah.
You know, really had a good time were the older people.
Oh, yeah.
Because we ran old car commercials on the air.
Yeah.
Caught
a few of them off guard. They were like,
what's this? An old Plymouth commercial from 1961, you know?
Yeah.
But it was all about the cars and all about the rock and roll because the two go together. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Well,
rock and roll, radio, and music, and cars.
Who hasn't, been in the car and you're driving down the highway and those tunes come on and that volume goes up, the windows go down, and the foot goes down.
Absolutely.
And the really cool thing is we got a little transmitter. And next time we do something like that, we're going to turn it on, and people can actually tune in in their cars, sitting at the way in the back, that want to. So that's
all right. We're
cool.
Brought to you by
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. They have the lowest prices in tires. Very busy place. Give them a call before you head in there. Well, most people just drop in on Sean and the boys, but they're a very, very busy store. Of course, they have licensed mechanics there. And they'll fix your tire. They'll sell you a new tire. They'll take you home with a taxi service. They'll pick you up at Fred's Towing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sean's an amazing guy, and I'm so glad he's a part of what we're doing. So, of course, as always, Max Tires, we appreciate your support. And hello to Fred's and Easy. And there's a new body shop, which I will be sponsoring the show next week. Right. So there you go. We're going to tell you all about that. And we have Amanda here, of course, with the latest. We'll do the gig guide first, and then we'll get into the Bulldogs and a few shout outs, and then we'll bring in the boss, Leah.
Just want to say happy Father's Day to all those fathers, stepfathers, grandfathers, and a special happy Father's Day to those fathers that are pulling double duty. Okay, the gig guide today is brought to you by Halton Women's Place. On top is the Furnace Room Brewery. Thursday, June 29th, bingo night at 7 p.m. $20 to play. St. George Pub. Saturday, June 17th to Sunday, June 18th. Retro Crush Live 80s Dance Party.
Wow.
Whether it's Bon Jovi, Journey, Michael Jackson, AC/DC, Madonna, or Billy Idol. All your favorite 80s, all the time.
Remember the one we did a couple years back at the Legion?
That was awesome, wasn't it?
We sold that thing out, man.
That's when our speakers blew up, remember?
They were actually, they're still
they're right over there. Lee says to me, we're in the middle of Thriller or something by Michael Jackson. Everybody's up there, he's going, do you smell something burning?
Oh, yeah.
I said, no way. You remember? That's right.
At the Legion.
Long time ago. Long
Yeah,
time
we had
ago.
Mike Parsons cater it.
Yeah.
Him come in and do
Yeah,
the food.
that was a fun night.
I had to drive home, get a new pair of speakers. Good thing I had a wall of them, so, you know.
Memories,
Yes.
memories. What else is going on?
Okay, at the Red Harp Acton, every Monday is half price appetizers at the Harp.
Check out
Uncorked,
their patio, too. It's awesome.
absolutely. Uncorked on Main. Dollhouse Events presents Drag Brunch, Sunday, July 16th. Doors open at 12 p.m. Show starts at 1 p.m. Tickets are $25. Get them as soon as possible. It is a seated event. So if you're going as a group, book as a group so you're seated together.
And there's not a ton of room in there, so book now. I would highly recommend it.
Those tickets go fast. Appalachian. Monday is fajita trivia night. Enjoy a little trivia with some sizzling hot fajitas. Start time is 7:30.
Love a good fajita.
And they make a good fajita over the Appalachian, that's for sure.
Bennett Center is announcing their annual Cruising for Care Classic Car Fundraiser. Sunday, July 9th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Georgetown Marketplace.
Of course, we got the car show going on this Sunday for Father's Day.
Yep.
Yep.
At Cedarville. We'll
That's
get to
right.
that later, though.
We'll talk about that in a bit, yeah.
Okay, Royal Canadian Legion, Acton Branch 197. Every Thursday, Acton City Limits, Summer Acoustic Jam and Open Mic Series. 7 to 10 p.m. on the patio by Fairy Lake.
Right
Now,
on.
that being said, they had their first one on Thursday, this past Thursday. It was raining. It was terrible out. So they did go inside. So it still goes on even if it's raining. But if it's nice weather like this, yeah, they'll be out on the patio. And Harry lives across the street from me. He's the one who puts it on. He does a great job. And it's great musicians. Get out if you can make it.
There's a new Facebook page, too, for active musicians,
yeah,
isn't
he's
there?
got a new Facebook page. And yeah, there's a lot of good musicians here. Like, you know, we're at Lee's Garage as we usually are. And we had a bit of a jam last night, so it was great. And really fortunate. There's a lot of really, really good musicians, just local, like very local. And you get a chance, get out and see them to these events. Like, I highly recommend it.
It's definitely worth the drive to Acton.
Yeah. I used to love that old Hike House commercial. Worth the drive to Acton.
Okay, Georgetown Bread Baskets and the Acton Food Banks. They are asking for our help as much as possible. Please, if you can donate a food item or even go online and give a cash donation.
$5, whatever, yeah.
Anything. Every little bit goes a long way to help.
And we have a lot of families really having hard times right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They need some help. They have kids. It's even worse when you have kids.
Well,
My
that's,
God.
yeah, I was thinking of that earlier when we were talking about it, you know, like my kids are gone, they're moved out, I'm on my own. It's not quite as impacting on us
But
as,
when
as
you're a
it is,
family,
but when
man.
you got two children,
When you
young
got
children
kids
at
and you're-
home,
Yeah, and the stress just with that worry alone,
yeah,
it makes life harder.
very much so. It's you know, the pay rate and all of that stuff's not going up with the rate of inflation. So,
No.
you know, people that are on ODSP or OW or even the seniors, what they're getting right now is a joke, an absolute joke what they're getting right now. So.
Yeah, but they are also finding now too that the average blue collar worker, the average family, is now needing the food bank that much more as well because of inflation.
Please donate.
Yeah, please. Okay, Halton Women's Place. If you or anyone you know needs help getting out of a difficult situation, please reach out. Their crisis lines are open 24/7, including holidays. The Milton and Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. I will repeat that number. The number is 905-878-8555. Please, whether it's to a trusted friend, a family member, a coworker, or Halton Women's Place, reach out. You're not alone.
And you don't have to put up with garbage. You don't
No,
have to put up with,
absolutely
that's serious stuff. Thank you, Amanda. And we will tell you that well, I guess the Bulldogs only played a couple of games. Well, only one actually was last Saturday. They lost to Orangeville 16-15. And they played Brampton on Friday, and I couldn't get a score for it.
Really? Wow.
They listed I don't know if it was canceled or not, but there's no score. Green Gales on Saturday night, and I think we're out in Eastern Ontario for that. So the Bulldogs are one, I don't know, and they're playing tonight. So there you go.
One and something.
One and something. We're not sure. I don't think they played because it wasn't listed. There's something canceled the game.
Might
Maybe.
have been a glitch too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
you never know.
So we're going to bring in Leah. Thank you very much, my dear. You'll be back at the end of the show.
Absolutely.
And welcome back. Here we are.
Welcome back. Here we are. You didn't get the finger.
No, I didn't get the finger, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
But the finger wasn't aimed at me. It was aimed at you.
All right, welcome back. We got Leah sitting
I
in
just
the
ducked.
chairs with us, and thanks, Amanda, for that. That's awesome. This part of the show brought to you by White Owl Legal. If you're having a dispute, small claims court, maybe a landlord issue, that's what they specialize in. Give them a call at 289-839-3075. They're local, very professional, and very qualified. So if you're having an issue and you need some legal advice, get in touch with White Owl. Again, 289-839-3075, or you can get in touch with them at info@whiteowl.legal.
And we'd like to thank the Independent Free Press, Halton Hills Today, the Halton Police, the school boards, etc., for acting up for being our sources for the information. Some information we get our own through our Facebook and through the Telencels. I think we should do that Jerry Springer theme for the radio station when they advertise the Telencels.
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, do you remember the Jerry Springer theme?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I'd rather not. Thank you. That's
No?
just encouraging.
Come on, let's have a little bit of fun.
Let's not encourage bad
No,
behavior.
I'm not interested. Sorry, Russ.
There's enough bad behavior there already. So
This
let's
week
not,
was
but-
another bit of a crap show again.
Oh,
So.
We've
it's
got your
fun.
local news coming up for you right now.
It
Everything
used to
going
be
on
the
in
McGibbon.
Halton.
Now it's
Everything going on in the
Telencel.
Halton Hills area. Some of it's Halton region, but not a ton of news this week.
No, but the big story for us was the great time we had at the car show, of course.
Well,
And
we'll talk about that again, too.
I'll let you guys talk about it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it now. The Georgetown Cruise Nights is in its 21st season. We've been doing it for 21
I did not
years.
know it was that long, actually. I didn't know.
Yeah, but we missed a couple of years because of
Yeah.
COVID and stuff. But and now for the following 11 weeks, or 10 weeks now,
10.
until August the 25th, the Moldmasters Sportsplex parking lot will be transformed into an exhibition of over 100 classics and special interest cars every Friday from 4:30 until 8:30 p.m. And it brings people together and makes them more community-minded, and it's all for a great cause, of course, which is the Halton Youth, right?
Yeah.
With the schools and the automotive
The
programs.
Optimist Club does a lot of stuff with
Great job.
with the youth and youth groups, and you know, we've talked about it before. Kids, families. Again, we've talked about the money issue with families can't afford to register them for baseball or soccer or you know,
Equipment, whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
equipment,
whatever's
programs,
related.
and the Optimist Club does a great job. So yeah, we had a lot of fun last night. That was a good time.
Well, it's even better when you have the older generation and you're talking to them, and he says, "Wow, you know, I haven't heard those commercials or that. It's
Big
so
Daddy,
good to hear this music."
I got to say, Big Daddy
Beautiful.
did an amazing job
Fabulous.
programming last night.
The music was awesome, wasn't it?
it
I just
was a
picked
hit.
songs from our
Commercials,
library that I
everything
loved.
together.
It was a big hit.
100%.
Big hit.
We ran commercials from
The 50s and
from the
60s.
50s and 60s,
Some of them
and
were hilarious too.
yeah,
They were
and
fantastic.
we had a wonderful time.
Yeah, well, we hope to be back sometime soon. And if you want us back and you saw us there last night and had a lot of fun, bug Grammy.
Yeah, yeah, she's a delight, by the way.
She
Of
had
course,
a
I love
blast.
Pat.
She was dancing all night. Pat was
Oh,
dancing.
I've got
like-
video to incorporated to my video. Keep an eye out because I'm going to put together a bunch of photos and little video
She
skits
was
that
just
I'm putting in a
giving her
video.
last night,
Oh
so,
yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we all were. It was beautiful.
So check it out. Friday nights going on at Moldmaster Sportsplex. Come out, support the Optimist Club. They do a 50-50 draw. They have a silent auction table. And some of the money they raised was going to 3 students that were graduating through mechanics. So we still need mechanics out there.
Beautiful.
Just because we have electric cars doesn't mean we don't need mechanics. So it's a great trade to get into.
Can you help me roll that up, because I don't seem to be able to do it? You're fine, eh? Okay, I touch it at the bottom there. I'm terrible with electronics. You know what I mean? Just I'm scared to touch it because a few years ago when remember when those and I've always been terrified of it because in radio at one point we had to do this to program and then press the screen. And you'd be amazed how many mistakes I did pressing the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And they used to have an operations manager who had a short fuse and a short walk to the control room.
Right.
And what are you doing? And it's like, so I'm terrified. Anyway, let's carry on with the show. So there's the car show, is the big show.
You got Leah beside you, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I should thank God for her. How many times a day do I say that? Thank God for
Yeah, I
Leah.
say that about you guys too. About all of us. It is what it is. That's why we're all working together.
I'm the audio guy, that's what I do. You're the program guy, that's what you do. She's the tech. So.
Yeah.
And production.
And of course, we have our gig guide lady over here.
Absolutely.
And our car show lady. She was dancing up a storm yesterday.
I'm surprised she's not sore. That's why I had to ask her. So.
Poor Mandy.
All right, Leah, what's going on?
So police are hoping the public can help out with an alleged incident at a local store. Oh boy, here we go again. At roughly 5:15 p.m. on April the 29th, a female victim was in a change room at the Calvin Klein store at the Toronto Premium Outlets in Halton Hills. While in the change room, it's alleged a male suspect used his cell phone to record the victim by raising his hand over the door with his phone, police allege. The victim left the change room, saw the suspect with two other men who immediately they all left the store. The alleged suspect is described as male, white, in his late 20s, approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall, with an average build and has dark colored eyes. He was wearing a black, dark gray baseball cap, a black and white windbreaker jacket with triangles on it, and dark colored sweatpants. Anyone with information or who can identify the suspect is asked to contact the 1 District Criminal Investigations Bureau at 905-825-4777, and the extension number is 2416. Tips can also be submitted anonymously to Crime Stoppers. See something, hear something, know something, contact Crime Stoppers. Those numbers all over the place, but it's 1-800-222-TIPS or 8477, or through the web at www.haltoncrimestoppers.ca.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
Leah's gonna have to help.
We're gonna have to either edit this because I'm totally lost over here. You're gonna have to scroll me up, baby, for the rest of the show.
You go ahead
Because
with the
this
next
is-
one. While
Oh,
I
yeah,
work with
No,
it.
he's on the
that,
next
so-
show anyway. Don't mind us. We're just.
Halton District School Board's talking about changing some of their school times when they ring the bells and stuff like that. And you know, I kind of think about it over the years. It's about time. They've needed to do this for quite a while. But Chris Hatfield School in Milton, they're going to be changing from the new bell times are going to be 8:50 and 3:10 p.m. Sam Sherrick in Milton, 8:55 to 3:15 p.m. Silver Creek in Georgetown is going from 9 a.m. to 3:20 p.m. And Nelson High in Burlington, where my mom and dad and all my aunts and uncles and everybody went to, they're changing to 8:25 a.m. to 2:40 p.m. So kids are being done at like 20 to 3.
Yeah.
So that's that. See, I grew up across from Ferry Lake. And I loved it when we had exams going on, because you'd be out of class by what 10:30, 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And so 15, 20 of us would head to Ferry Lake, go swimming, partying with the gang, and you know.
That's a great place to grow up, right by the park.
Right across the street, man.
What
It was
number on
awesome.
Park were you?
No, I was on Knox. I was 30,
Oh, you're on Knox.
36 Knox.
Okay.
And it was funny. I was telling Melanie about this the other day. We used to have a dog named Boots, or Bear and Boots, actually. It was a pair of them. And they used to sit on our garage roof and just watch all the people walking by. And people come up and knock on the door and go, you got a dog on your roof, man. Like, yeah, it's fine. And they just look at you like, what? He let himself in. He'd go back out at dinner time when he saw all kinds of people walking by, and he'd just sit there all night. And, he was hilarious. Never tried jumping once. Never.
Okay, you're scrolling me for the rest of the show. You
Well,
realize
the next
that?
show,
I'm not
the next
touching
show,
that screen
the next show,
anymore.
I'm going to give you a mouse, and then you'll be fine.
Huh?
Next show, I'll give you a
So I
mouse.
can
All right.
use this one.
Scroll me up to my story, baby. All right. New bell times are being recommended
That's
by.
one I
Oh, I'm sorry. See.
Well, I
This
can
is
put it
live
right in the
TV.
spot.
God. All right. Let's try this again.
Take 3.
Conservation Halton. What they're doing is they're asking all residents and children to keep a safe distance from all water courses and structures such as bridges, culverts, dams, due to the heavy rainfall hitting the area the last few days. And we've had heavy rain, but not that much. Do you think? Not that
I don't think so at all.
I don't think that much.
I guess
really.
elevated water levels,
That's what I said
fast-flowing
earlier.
water, and slippery conditions, along with stream banks, continue to make these locations extremely dangerous, of course. And Conservation Halton said in issuing a watersheds condition statement on Monday last week, please alert children if you care of these for these imminent dangers, and of course we all do. And but watch the kids and watch yourself as well, not just the kids.
Yeah, it can
I
happen
mean-
to anybody. So
It doesn't matter if you're a big, burly, 300-pound guy. You're not going to wrestle with the Credit River, my friend. See?
Yeah, look, we talked about that prior
Oh,
to
that's
coming
better.
on.
Thank you very
don't
much, Leah.
see how we've had such an amount of rainfall.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that too.
To me,
Like,
it didn't
it's-
make sense,
it's,
but-
and especially when we've got all these fires burning out of control across Canada right now. You look at what's going on.
Yeah.
We're burning from east to west. Like, it's scary. So can we not take some of that water and utilize it somehow? It's so scary what's going on with all these.
We
fires,
should start
so.
taking some pictures of Stewarttown now, the way it is now, because her story will blow your mind.
Yeah.
20,000
Yes.
people coming.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, even we went up we were on Mill Street in Acton here. We went up by Ferry Lake. Even Mel mentioned, wow, holy crap, is that water ever high?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe how high it was. I grew up there. I've never seen it that high before. And why? We
Well,
haven't
the
had that
winter,
much
I
rain,
think the
so.
winter, I forget half the time when spring hits, but I think we had a pretty good winter with snow.
Oh yeah,
Lots of
we
snow. So you
we
got to
had
remember
record-
the water table
Yeah.
goes into the ground, and it
Yeah.
doesn't like it evaporates,
We
right?
had,
but
we had a record-breaking year for snow this year. Like, it
Compared
was,
to
it was
normally,
crazy.
late-
Like, I was
lately.
plowing, right? I know it was like we were getting hammered.
so maybe it's all part and parcel of that. I'm
Maybe.
just thinking.
Yeah, you could be right.
that could be
I
part
thought
of it.
about that, but I didn't think.
What I was actually saying was that her next story coming up is Stewarttown is going to look a lot different in 20 years from now.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, so is everything.
And Ash Grove and that whole area.
Ash Grove's gonna
We
change.
should really
5 years, Ash Grove's
start
gonna
taking
look-
some video of the area the way it is now, so we can remember it the way it was. Because it's and one of my favorite areas is Ash Grove. That whole Trafalgar thing. It's very romantic, very scenic. Cows in the fields. You know what I mean?
Well,
And we're
it
going
still
to
has
lose
it
all
still has
that.
that country feel, right?
So that is your next story.
Okay. As urbanization expands, preserving Stewarttown's character is a primary focus for many residents, keeping a close eye on a nearly completed plan to guide development until 2051. Once finalized, a secondary plan for the hamlet, a quiet and peaceful community, according to locals, will identify the area's most appropriate land uses and establish housing density targets for the community. It's important for us to understand what you're passionate about and the kinds of neighborhoods you want to see, said Mayor Ann Lawler during the project's third open house on June the 7th. The provincial government has changed the planning process significantly in the last little while, and so there might be things that we want to happen, but we're unable to have them. The town of Halton Hills initiated 2 secondary plans in 2021 for Stewarttown and southeast Georgetown. Stewarttown was included in the region's urban expansion area, identified as the preferred growth option for sustainable Halton in 2009.
Well, like we've been saying, when you look at what's the building, like 5 years, Ash Grove's going to be basically houses, really.
Oh,
Like,
let's not
it's-
talk about it.
Well, they've already
And
started
becoming
it.
They've
grown
already,
up
they've
here,
already got the
I
water
know
mains
it's-
in.
The water mains are going in now.
You're going to see some big changes going on all over the place.
Out by the fire station and across both ways.
Yeah.
On
I've seen the
10th
plans.
Side
And
Road.
yeah, it's pretty extensive. And from the other side of, what's that, 10th Side Road, right? So the other side of that is also going to be a lot of industrial. There's going to be manufacturing.
Well, they're going to have to put their own infrastructure in there because we can't support that.
No.
That's a lot of people to.
Definitely not. So jumping to the next story, talking about water, highlighting and honoring the life-giving waters of the Credit of the River and its surrounding regions is a focus of the Credit River Water Walk. That's an interesting word to say. The organization...
Say it 3 times
yeah,
fast.
exactly. Water walk, water walk, water walk, water
There you
walk,
go.
water walk.
Got it.
The organization initiates a 4-year transformative journey with a sacred ceremony embodying Anishinaabe water teachings on June 16th. Thanks, Biggs Daddy. Water walkers from as far as Thunder Bay will gather for the opening ceremony of a 3-day walk from the Credit River headwaters in Orangeville to the mouth at Lake Ontario and Port Credit. That would be an interesting walk
That'd
for
be
sure.
beautiful. Absolutely.
The event can help the community
Absolutely.
see and appreciate the Credit River as a source of life and can remind our responsibility to take care of it in a good way, said Council Chantal Garneau. Yeah, we have to take care of that waterway. It's a very important waterway.
Well,
especially
that's
for
the
us
life.
here.
That's the life force of our area here
Pretty
for
much,
all of our
yeah.
animals and all of us.
Absolutely.
It's the big river that runs through our town, Credit River.
Yeah.
And like I said before, the power of a river when you get to high water levels is incredible. And we've got one of the biggest rivers in Ontario running through here. So don't be messing with it. And that sounds like a very interesting walk, doesn't it? All right,
That's
a
a hell
22.
of a walk, though.
It is. It is actually when you think about it.
Orangeville to Lake Ontario?
Damn right.
That's a
right.
heck of a walk, man.
I do take me a couple of
Yeah, I
days to do
danced
that.
all night last night. If I
Yeah.
can do that, I was 4 hours.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
right. Listen
I
to
think-
her.
I think I could do it.
A 22-year-old Etobicoke woman has been arrested for allegedly attempting to use the so-called grandparent scam to extort money from a Burlington senior on
heart
Thursday,
breaks when I hear
a couple of weeks ago. Police say the senior received a call from someone allegedly claiming to be an RCMP officer who told him his grandson was in jail. It alleged the caller told the senior to withdraw nearly $10,000 from his bank for bail money, apparently, and the senior was also reportedly not to tell his wife or the bank the reason for the withdrawal. And police say the senior was able to direct contact his grandson and confirmed he was not in jail, of course. So, and the reason we're talking about this happened in Burlington, but
That's
the
heartbreaking.
reason we're talking about this is there's a lot of scams out there with grandparents.
everything.
We've had it here in Halton Hills, too.
Right?
So,
And it might be the same person, so
Well, it amped up in COVID.
yeah.
With
Yeah.
the grant, I mean, we always
Yeah.
had it a little bit.
Yeah.
But when COVID hit,
Right.
the senior scams have been.
went crazy.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous. Man.
401 commuters this week.
Yeah, 401 guys, yeah.
Now see, that makes me feel better because she's lost her story now.
Well, it kills me, she's got her mouse sitting
Yeah,
right
she's
there.
got her mouse, yeah. Here I am, mouseless over here.
No, you
No, I'm not now, but I was earlier.
You coulda had.
I didn't have a mouse.
I didn't think you'd need it. Anyways,
He's pouting.
Anyways.
He's pouting now.
I'm in trouble. He's got the whip now, not me.
Woohoo!
Oh, okay. Local Highway 401 commuters may not want to pick an alternate route to work next week. Starting June 21st at 5 a.m., the express lanes of the Highway 401, oh boy, east of
Eastbound.
Winston Churchill Boulevard to Credit View Road will be closed for construction. This will remain in effect 5 a.m. June 28th.
So if you
There's
get-
also the West Corridor constructors. The contractor for the highway expansion project said that the drivers can anticipate significant delays. No way. The collector lanes will remain open. Motorists are advised to follow posted construction signage, drive with caution, and according to road conditions and posted speed limits. I can just wait to see the amount of accidents we're going to hear about through this.
But
I hope not.
But what it's
I hope
also going
not.
to cause is because it's going to be a gridlock situation. So
Ugh.
it's going to cause, because Georgetown, Norville, all of that's so close to the 401, everybody's going to be cutting through Georgetown.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna
taking
be a
highway
zoo.
It's going to get busy. Like, this is Highway 7 right here. And 5 o'clock outside here is 5:30. I can't even get out. I can't. Even to turn right, it's just so much traffic. So I can just
Acton is
imagine.
actually busier than Georgetown in the afternoon.
It can be, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, God, yeah.
With the train, especially with we need a bridge, guys. Hey, you guys, we need a bridge in Acton, right
Where?
here, for the train.
Oh, for the trains, yeah. When the train's coming through, it's brutal.
Oh, when the GO train stops and starts, and then you're sitting And I think Buddy driving the Go train, he's got a sense of humor, because he'll see us sitting there, and
Or
all
he's
of a
an
sudden
ass.
he'll go, and we all jump. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Or he's a butthead, one or the other.
One or the other.
Getting to our next story. Pizza at 216 Guelph in Georgetown.
That was yesterday. Yeah.
Had a celebration. Yeah, it was on the 16th. It was yesterday from 3
Actually,
to
we were
5.
asking what was going on.
What was going on? We saw it all going on. So yeah, they were showing their appreciation for their customers, loyal customers over the years. I've been one for
Nice.
many years, driving cab at night. It was always nice
I
to pop in
managed
there.
one back in the 90s, early
yeah.
90s.
The newly elected mayor, Ann Lawler, was on hand for a meet and greet, and Saturday they're also having some music, live music going on there as well, and yeah, they can come meet their mascot. They've got balloons and face painting and henna and all kinds of stuff that they had going on. So yeah, great idea, you know. Say thanks to their loyal customers over the years, and why not?
Let's go for it.
So,
The Georgetown Farmers Markets, Bike It to the Market, that was Saturday morning, and of course they're there every Saturday, aren't
Yeah.
they? And somebody said something strange the other day. Why don't they honor the veterans at the market or something? Somebody was. Oh, I thought you were telling me not to say what I'm saying because it was on Tell and Sell. But no, they were directing it about promoting the veterans, and
Sorry.
they were promoting something else. I can't remember what it was. Why don't they promote the veterans? Well, it's not open in November on Remembrance Day, and I'm
No.
sure if anybody has an idea, that they would listen.
and pass it on to the BIA. They're the ones in charge, and if you've got an idea, pass it along. We could always support our veterans, and like it doesn't have to be Remembrance Day. Every day, like every time I see a military person or whatever, first thing I do is shake their hand, tell them thank you for your service.
I'd skip down to the strawberry social there, hun, because the other one was
Yep.
for the Saturday.
That's
For today, it's
fine.
already done. So.
Yeah. So the Strawberry Social, June 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Limehouse Memorial Hall. Enjoy delicious strawberry shortcake, live entertainment, and the opportunity to reconnect with your neighbors at this outdoor community event. Monetary donations, greatly appreciated.
We'll take monetary.
I'll just take the next one quickly because we're almost gone here.
Yeah.
So the Classics Against Cancer, which is something we said we were
Finally
going to
back.
That was
talk
it. This
about.
is our last story. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Finally
Oh, yeah.
back after what, 2
Yeah.
years or something, was it? 3 years? Maybe?
Yeah.
a lot of people asking last night about how to get there and where is it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so we were fielding a lot of questions with Pat as well. June 18th, starting at 8 a.m. So tomorrow, Sunday, Father's Day, at Cedarvale Park, Georgetown. So that's for those of you that don't know that we're asking. It's Mapleview and
Maple
Maine.
and Maine.
What started as a small car show to raise funds for charity has changed into something that has connected people on Father's Day weekend for decades. In addition to classic cars, there will be live music, gourmet food, food vendors, and more.
Oh yeah, they all kinds of food down there.
Tons of stuff there.
Tickets are $5 or $3 for kids. Spectator parking is an additional $5. If you have a car you'd like to show off, pre-registration is $20 and show day registration is $25. And it does begin, I believe, I was told by Pat, 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, they're
it
having a
starts very
breakfast.
Early.
Yeah, they do a breakfast there.
Yeah.
And it's a
Father's
a
Day
great,
breakfast, yeah.
pancake breakfast, and it's awesome. Organizers do a great job putting that on. Want to also let people know you want to go see the live band. Is our good friends the Tone Dogs are going to be there playing.
Oh, great.
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 Awesome band.
Are they
These
ever?
guys are amazing. So get there and check it out. Tons of cool cars, and it's a great park to put that kind of show on.
Oh,
I've been
absolutely.
involved with it a few times over the years with Holton Hits and stuff, and just had a great time. It's a great Father's Day thing to do, and the weather's going to be gorgeous. So
Yeah, it's gonna be dynamite.
absolutely.
And that's
so,
a wrap, I
Pretty
guess.
much come to the end of our show for the most part. I want to bring Amanda back in here. We want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Get your butt in here, lady.
And tuning in every week. You know, check us out next time we're at the car show. We'll try and give you a little more advanced notice on when we're going to be there. And it's a lot of fun. And like I said, check out the Father's Day thing. A big happy Father's Day to all out there that are celebrating and enjoying it. You know, dads are important, just like moms are. So.
Community is driven by community. You navigate.
And
We drive.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Be safe.
Woo!
Big
Big
Daddy,
Daddy.
Leah, myself, and Mandy. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Father's Day. And yeah, see you on the B-side.
Why am I starting to feel like one of those old guys in the Muppets up there on the... Up there, you know. Getting old
Let's
sucks.
get things started on the Muppet Show tonight.
We'll have a show yet when I don't have to close my eyes and shake my head.
No, we won't.
You're dealing with two
Really
old
kidding
radio
yourself
guys.
now,
You ain't
aren't
gonna
you?
do that easily.
Bye, everybody. Happy Father's Day.